everyone, welcome to the new video, that is science, and the topic is nutrition in plants. What is nutrition and why plants need nutrition? We need to understand both the things. Food is essential for the survival of living organism. As you all know, we are humans and the animals, the plants, these all have necessary for food. The food is necessary for everyone. So, the main components of food include carbohydrates, fats, minerals, vitamins and proteins. These are known as nutrients, and when this all nutrients come all together and get into the things, that it becomes nutrition. With the help of this chart, we can understand the nutrition in plants and the mode of nutrition. Firstly, I will tell you the mode of nutrition in plants. The first is autotrophic. As you all know that auto means self, that is the self nutrition that plants do. They are making their food by their own. The next is heterotrophic. Heterotrophs means those who are depend on the other organisms for food. So basically these are the two modes of nutrition in plants, autotrophic and heterotrophic. Now why it is necessary to get nutrition? Because of they need some minerals and salts to grow. So these are the basic two main reasons to grow of plants, minerals and salts. Two major elements are nitrogen and magnesium. So these are the two major minerals that are required by the plants that can be absorbed from the soil in which the plants and the crops are growing, that are good amount of nitrogen and magnesium. So these are the nutrition, minerals and salts that present in the plants and are found in the soil. Now for the better nutrition we can add some fertilizers. We can be obtained by adding fertilizers in the plant. Some fertilizers are natural and some are chemical fertilizers. Natural fertilizers are manure and chemical fertilizers are pesticides. In this we have different categories. In heterotrophs we have different categories. If we are talking about the different categories, we have some sub-points. That is saprotrophs, symbiosis, insectivorous and parasites. These all are the examples of heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So you can better understand step by step that saprotrophs, symbiosis, insectivorous and parasites, they all are living organisms and they are dependent on the other autotroph plants. The chemical are by man-made and some are natural fertilizers. Like where a natural fertilizers or manure composers, these are the natural fertilizers. With the help of these fertilizers, the plants get nutrition. Now we moved on the next part that occur in the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So plants do not have chlorophyll and are therefore unable to produce food by using this process of photosynthesis. They obtain food from other plants. We will discuss the process of photosynthesis after this heterotrophic mode of nutrition. They obtain food from other plants. They are depend on other for the nutrition. Some modes of nutrition are parasites, saprotrophs, symbiosis and insectivores. Firstly, I will tell you about parasite. Some plants such as the cuscuta plant that grows on other plants. They suck food from the other plants and get nutrition from the roots. So, the next is insectivorous plant. These plants eat insects such as pitcher plant and Venus flytrap. These plants have lack of food for making. They catch or they trap the animals and eat or swallow, then they get the nutrition. These plants have lack of nutrients such as nitrogen and other minerals. These plants of leaves are like a trap. When some insect come and cross there along this plant, it smells and they attract and finally they trap in between the plant. The plants of these leaves like a trap with hairy walls that can capture insects. Means these plants take inside the animals and eat. These insects eating plants are known as insectivorous plants. These are known as insectivorous plants. Now I will tell you about saprotrophs. Saprotrophs. These are the plants obtained their food from decayed or organic matter. This mode of nutrition is known as saprotrophic nutrition. They suck the juice from the decaying organic matter and get the nutrition. This type of process is known as saprotrophic nutrition. These plants mainly the decomposes and obtains energy from their own by using breaking down the composers or complex organic matters from the dead organisms. Dead organisms. Dead organisms. Fungus and bacterial saprotrophs are the examples of saprophytes. Fungal and bacteri. Bacterial saprotrophs are called the saprophytes. What we can say? Saprophytes. P-H-Y-T-E-S. Saprophytes. So, the common example is fungi. Now, the next and the last content is symbiosis. What is symbiosis? Symbiosis also a heterotrophic mode of nutrition. I will tell you why and how these type of organisms like lichen and leguminous plant are the examples. They basically, these types of organisms live together and share shelter and nutrients. This is known as symbiotic relation. It is the habitual living together of organisms belonging to different species. Lichen is an example. L-I-C-H-E-N. Lichen. Lichen is an example of symbiotic nutrition. It is between algae and fungi. Algae are the autotrophic. A-L-G-A-E. It is autotrophic. Autotrophic, and it make food for fungi, and fungi give shelter to algae. On the other side, what fungi provide? Fungi provide shelter, water and minerals to algae. Another example is leguminous plant, that is leguminous plant. Leguminous plants and the nitrogen fixing bacteria. Nitrogen, N-I-T-R-O-G-E-N, nitrogen fixing bacteria. These are the examples of symbiotic plants. The leguminous plant and the nitrogen fixing bacteria are the plants that get the nutrients from the roots. The main example of this, the process of this takes place by the rhizobium. Thank you.